Welcome back to Let's Play Sonic Heroes. We're at Casino Park now, at the beginning of the pinball-themed levels. Ah!
Boy, Amy sure doesn't give up that easy.
What is this place? Sure is bright here.
We got some time. Feeling lucky?
Sonic, we only have 24 hours left.
Okay, let's go.
The buildings and roads are all part of a pinball table.
We're now on the fucking pinball levels. As a general rule, I really don't overall care about pinball in Sonic games. It's just something that's always there. And usually it's alright. Except in the 3D games. And especially so here when the pinball physics are god-fucking awful. All this talk with the fact that some of the pinball tables, especially in the level after this one, Bingo Highway, are hate-filled pieces of god-awful shit. I don't mind pinball in 2D Sonic. Well, classic Sonic, I don't. Whatever. Pinball is something that I really have no opinions on in Sonic, except here, where it fucking sucks. Do I need to explain why? The physics on these pinball tables are so fucking broken. One of the good thing about most Sonic games when it comes to the pinball physics is that it's possible to veer one side or another and... Whoa, what the hell? No, I didn't mean to go back here and... Hold up. Is this my video lagging or is it... Or did it record this way? I'm sorry there. For a moment, ladies and gentlemen, I thought it seemed like my video was lagging. I can't tell whether that was actually the way the video came out when I recorded it, or what. Confusing here. I think this is the spot where I had that obscene glitch that I made a video of during my test playthrough. Unfortunately, I couldn't replicate it. The main playthrough, so you're not going to see it again. I'm just going to say, go watch the video on my channel that is basically obscene ellipses, and you'll see the glitch I'm talking about. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. You can usually veer left or right in any of these with Sonic during a pinball stage. But in the 3D games, this one especially, more often than not, the way pinball physics works is that after I do certain things, I can veer one way but not another, and it's like whenever I hit a flipper or something that bounces me off in a certain direction, I can't turn back in the opposite direction that I was, in the opposite direction of what I was bumped to. Pinball physics are very awful. Not to mention there's sometimes instances where I'm just zoom and then instantly slow down and lose all of my momentum all in one fell swoop. I mean, maybe that's kind of like what pinball is, and I really don't care. I just feel like the pinball physics, the control here is god-awful. You know, Sonic Adventure 1's pinball stages, they weren't bad, but you didn't do much on them. They were kind of okay-ish. Sonic Adventure, the amount of time you really spent on a pinball table was really just to get in there, collect... Well, actually, you really didn't want to collect rings. You actually wanted to fall in the sewers and then just get it over with. Get more rings out of the sewers than you did out of the pinball table in that game. So I really don't mind the pinball in Sonic Adventure. Not that I'm saying it's good, but good grief, look at some of this just right back there when I hit the flipper and all of a sudden it just stopped me dead. Stupid! Ugh. But anyway, we're at the end of the first one, and the hatred is about to turn itself up in just a moment here.
Perfect!
I've done better. Even without cheats. That said, I don't care. Now we're at Bingo Highway, where the hatred is turned up to 50, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, if you thought it was bad before, this is where it's getting really bad. I'm sure we'll see more of it. A bit, but first... Oh, great, these things. There's Tails' dummy ring bomb, which you won't see much of because he's not usually on his own. For an attack on its own, really not that great.
There they are!
Quite frank about it. He just rolled up into a ball or do his tail whip or something. And I also prefer that if he really just stayed alone anyway, why does he need to carry the other two around? Seriously, with the type of rubber band AI they've got going, it's not like they're always having to hold on to Sonic in order to keep up with him. So why on earth should they have to hold on to Tails in order to get around anywhere? I want to fly as Tails on my own. I don't want this tower of awfulness underneath me. The most annoying part about these pinball tables is character switching. Because, you know, instead of what you're usually doing, as you saw earlier, instead you end up, when you switch character, instead of, you know, just switching whichever character you're currently, whatever your current position is, you go back, whichever character you switch to you end up going back to the position that they're currently at.
Okay.
I mean, maybe that's somehow correct in some strange way, but why are you making that sort of strange correctness on the pinball tables when you don't do it in the regular... when they're on foot? Ugh. I don't get it. Team mechanics are so schizophrenic, I don't even know what I was thinking there. You know, I've been playing a ROM hack called Sonic Classic Heroes. I think Sonic is playing... Yeah. Been playing a bit of a ROM hack called Sonic Classic Heroes. Quite frankly, I wish Sonic Heroes was more like that hack than it actually ended up being. Except for one thing, the character switching system. For some reason, you can only switch characters with one button, not two buttons. I think that's another thing that really plagued certain old Sonic games.
Be careful.
Oh god, these places. This is where the hatred's turned up even further. So now there are places where you can fall off the table and completely lose your character. I can't switch to Sonic or Knuckles right now because they both fell off the table. To their death. Ah. There's one section much later on that I swear to God only exists to make me angry. Oh, then there's these fucking enemies that... things that grab your teammates. Which, on their own, are one hell of an annoyance. But then there are the gold variants that not only grab a teammate, but once they grab them, they try to run off with them.
Level up.
Oh, I hate those ones the most.
Look at all those Eggman robots.
Not only are they interrupting your ability to switch characters,
Alright. Too cool.
just full of hate. And I'm full of hate for this game. God damn it.
Maybe for me. Let's go.
But no, that's a thing that plagued old Sonic games. I think. Yeah, what the hell? Ugh. Light mechanic problems. I don't know. I'm still getting lag here. I hope this isn't the way the video actually looks. But yeah, we have a whole gamepad full of buttons, but we're only like using 2 of them for any given actions. Well, at least in this game, the 2 buttons on the gamepad that you're not using for jumping or attacking are used to switch characters and whatnot, but... Oh god, this is the part right here. I meant to come down here with only 1 character so that if I ever fell off, I could switch back to the characters who were still on their feet back at the beginning. But no, they both fell off, and now I fell off. But no, get up. Ah! Oh, I hate that shit.
Got it.
Look at all.
Yeah, I suppose it works out for this game, but it still means there's only really 2 buttons that you're really doing any major actions with. In Shadow the Hedgehog, at least they separated, like, using your gun with the, Actually, I really don't remember that much about Shadow the Hedgehog's controls, but quit that! Because I haven't played it in a while. That's another game I don't necessarily hate as much as Sonic Heroes, but it's still... Will you guys come back here? But it's still pretty low on my list, because... What the fuck?! Okay, I was just waiting for these guys to come back so that I could go down this route on my own, so I don't have to worry about losing alive!
Leave it to me.
Okay, that works. Just go down there as Tails and lead the other 2 up there to their things. Thankfully, this is the one time I don't need to do that, but whatever. Also, in case you haven't noticed, there's bingo chips on the table if you collect. I can never be really clear what constitutes getting a bingo on any given table, because they're actually like, what, 2 or 3 different... Are they different? I don't know. Is it all just 1 bingo card? I never care to memorize. I guess it is. The point is, you get all these bingo chips, and if you manage to create enough, get all the chips, get bingo and whatnot, I don't know. You get rings and stuff. I don't care. It's all still on a pinball table. Oh great, the goal is right there. Come on, let me in. I want in the fucking goal so I can get out of this place. Let me. Clipping through the bumpers now. What? There are things I should be bouncing off of that I just slide off of. I'm telling you, the pinball physics in this game are awful! Let me up! Oh god, come on. Come on, what? Well, how did that work? Oh, god damn it. Why are the pinball controls in this fucking game so schizophrenically bad?
I didn't use all my strength.
I don't care, Knuckles. Oh great, more boss.
Eggman! Why not have some fun while you can? After all, you only have one game, and we know who's going to win. Get them!
So this is the first of 2 different robot storm tile, where Eggman just throws a bunch of robots at
I'll
you.
take care of him myself.
Admittedly, doesn't seem that threatening, and really, it's some of the easiest boss, one of the easiest quote-unquote boss types, to a certain degree. But they can still be rather hatred-filled. Remember those enemies that I say could grab one of your teammate characters and take them away? Well, I managed to avoid it during this particular boss battle. But there is a point where Eggman will throw a whole bunch of you at you, a whole bunch at the team that will surround them, and it is quite possible that in one fell swoop, that can give you a fucking game over. That can make you lose a life. Just because you got surrounded by those fuckers. Oh, something to note about the Team Blast is that during their cool-off period, that time where you see the meter up in the top right go down. Right, here it is. If you are not careful, if you're staying in the middle of the arena when those things come on screen and they all rush you at once, come on top of you, that would lose you a life. You'd have to start this whole fucking process over again. Thankfully, I was going after a balloon at the time, so... Fucking turtles! I hate turtles. What was I saying? I keep saying that a lot because I don't want to remember what I was saying. Alright, the Team Blast, whenever it's during... It has this sort of cool-off time after you use the attack itself, wherein you can... During the time, you can briefly take advantage of a certain amount of certain special abilities. In Team Sonic's case, Sonic can perform the light speed attack from the Sonic Adventure games.
Don't get too excited, boys! Those were the easy ones!
Except it's a lot simpler to pull off. You just jump into the air and press the B button. What's not simple is how the attack itself functions. It just... Ugh.
What a waste!
It is a waste of programming, but anyway. That's it for part 3. I'll see you in the next part. Oh god, I fucking rail webbles!